Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing something a little bit different. Don't mind how I'm looking right now. I am going to do a quick tutorial and review on my tanning routine. It's obviously winter, or well, more going into spring here in Michigan. But during the winter and even during the summer, just to not be out in the sun so much or go tanning too much, I do fake bake. Props to you who don't care, you know, whatever, but I prefer to kind of save my skin and my ink that I have. I have a lot of ink all over my back and my arm and my foot and stuff like that. So I don't really want to go out in the sun or to a tanning bed and age that at all. So just to kind of save it, I do a fake tan. The best one I've found so far, not that I've tried a ton of different ones, but the best brand that I've found so far for me is Bondi Sands. And this is an Australian brand. I've been using them for, a couple of years now, and I've tried a couple different ones. They started out with their foams, just their regular foams. And then they also have lotions. They have a liquid gold that's like an oil. And, they have a 1 hour express. They have so many out there. If you're interested, go check them out. They're really not that expensive, which is nice because the one tan I wanted to try was Loving Tan, I think it is, and Saint Tropez. I've heard so much stuff about Saint Tropez. But they're like $40, $50 for a bottle that's just as big, and not some Loving Tan is smaller. It's like almost half the size of this one. So this bottle was, I got it on sale, so it was like $26, $25, I don't know, maybe even down to $24. Normally this is $29 though. And then I got a discount on it. But normally it's $29. You can find these in the US at Walgreens, or you can go onto Bondi Sands website and order a bunch of different stuff. So this is what I'm going to be using today. I'm going to show you really quick how I do it. Because it is still cold out and not my legs aren't shown or anything like that, I literally do like from my pits up, because people don't even really see my whole arms, but I'm not going to like cut off and do like half of my arm. So I do my my arms, my hands, my face, and then my chest, and then I even do like the back of my neck. So if a shirt shows my neck, you can't see my neck's really white or something weird like that. So let's go ahead and get started. To start, I use a Bondi Sands tanning mitt that I bought at Walgreens as well. And then I have this little brush that I use, and it's just a little kabuki brush, cheap one, just got it off Amazon. And I use this to kind of help get my face and stuff. So this is their newest one that they have out. This is the Bondi Sands Aero Ultra Dark. I've used the regular Aero and I really like it. It's a really moisturizing formula, but it's also, it dries really quick on the skin when you put it on, because if you've never used a fake tan before, it has a color guard. So when you put it on initially, it has a color guard so you can see where you have it on your skin, and then you leave it on for however many hours it tells you to, and then you go rinse it off in the shower. So this one is their newest one, and it's even darker than the regular Aero, obviously. So I wanted to try this one because I really want to test some darker ones out for summer, because I really like to have really dark legs. So we'll see how it works on my legs. I haven't tried it on my legs yet, but I'm going to go ahead and show you how I use it on my chest and stuff. So first of all, I just give it a good shake. I've got my little mitt, and this is how it comes out. So this is what it looks like on the mitt. Now we're going to go ahead and go in. I don't know if I can get this fully on camera, so I'm going to try. But normally I do this in my bathroom too, obviously. But so we're going to go across the skin and just rub it in. And I will say I already put a little bit of lotion on my dry spots, so my face is really, really dry. And then my elbows. So I put some lotion on my elbows and on my face. And then I also have a scratch right there, if you guys can see. And it will attach to that a little bit more, but that's okay. No way of getting around that. One of the dogs scratched me in the middle of the night. A little more, make sure we get underneath there so we don't have any marks. See that? This is a lot easier to do in the bathroom, let me tell you, rather than trying to see it all in my little phone screen. And this is not just for women either, you guys. My husband uses this with me. He says he doesn't want to look super white while I look super dark. So we're just getting that all rubbed in. Some people don't like to do their armpits, but I feel like it's too hard to try and avoid them. So I just do them. Okay, next we're going to go across our chest. Like I said, I bring it over my neck as well. Remember, this is just the color guard, so you're not going to be as dark as you seem right now, okay? The color guard will wash off. And I know some people are like, they don't like that, because for a while I was like, man, I want to be that dark. But it does look a little weird when you're super, super dark like this, and you're not used to being, so keep that in mind when you're putting it on. All right, let's go in and do our other arm, and then I'll show you how I do my face. Sorry guys, I know this isn't in camera, but just so I don't get it all over. And it really goes nicely over my tattoos as well. Okay, so I've got both arms done now. I've got my chest done. Now I'm going to take my mitt with the excess and I'm going to go up behind my ears and around the shell of my ear and try and get in there a little bit. And then kind of behind my sideburns here. I don't want that to be super, super dark, but I do want it to have a little bit of color because I don't want to have a bad mark. And then as I'm doing my neck, I'm also bringing it up into my hairline because you don't want to have a mark there either. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my mitt down on my vanity here, but I'm going to squirt some of this out onto it, and then I'm going to pick it up with my brush and dab it all over my face. And this is how I like to do it, just to get my face nice and dark and make sure I get right up in my eye, the creases of my eyes. I'm sure you're not supposed to go all over your eyelid the way I do, but whatever. I don't wear makeup all the time, so I don't want my eyes to look weird. See how I'm starting to look really weird because the color guard is so dark. So we got that. Now I'm going to take the mitt, and I don't really need any extra because there is still some on here. So now I'm going to go around my forehead and push that extra tan into my hairline. And then just go over my face and blend anything out. You really want to make sure you get into your hairline though, because just like makeup, if you don't and you have that really weird line, it's going to look wrong. Get around your lips. Make sure you get those. Okay. And then last but not least, your hands. So you always want to be careful with your hands because your hands hold on to it more And then also your hands, because you wash them all the time, and you better be washing them even more so right now. But your hands, I guess they shed skin a lot more. So it's going to fade off of your hands way quicker than it is anywhere else on your body. So what I do is there's nothing on my mitt. I'm just taking what I already have, and I'm going up my hands to make sure I get in between my fingers. And then I'm going to create like a little claw, because you want to get in those lines of your knuckles. And you want to make sure you get all the creases. Otherwise, it will look funky. So just make sure you get all those. And then make sure you go in between your fingers there, because it's really easy to miss that. And then your fingers look weird. And then I also just get each side of each finger. And then right here on your wrist, you want to make sure that you kind of blend it up, but don't get on your palm, because your palm will hold it really bad and it'll look really weird. And then I just do the same thing on the other hand. So we're going to blend it up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to, in the morning, it's nighttime here. So in the morning, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get up in the morning, rinse off really quick, and then I'll do a quick video again, a quick update to show you what I look like after the color guard is off. And then in the end, I will show you a picture of before and after, so you can see without the color guard in between, okay? So hopefully this will help you figure out if you're looking for a new tanner. Just keep in mind, not all tanners are for everybody. I mean, they each have a base, I guess, sort of color. And Bondi Sands just really works for me. It doesn't make me really orange, but I know some people, they just different tanners work for different people. I just like this one because it's really cheap. And they even have some that are like $24, and they have a body milk that has the gradual tanning in it, because if you don't keep your skin moisturized, your tan is going to come off way, way quick, because your body naturally sheds skin cells. So if you're not keeping your skin moisturized, it's going to just wear off super, super bad, and it can get really patchy looking. They also have a tan eraser for when you go to put more tan on. You don't really want to let this wear off a little and then in a week go put more on. You want to try and get off as much of this as you can. Otherwise, it's going to be really, really patchy when you put on your new tan. So what you want to do is try and get as much of it off as you can, and that's what their tan eraser does. So they have everything you need to get a perfect tan, to keep a good tan for up to 10 days or more, depending on your skin, and different products for different people depending on what they like. Like the 1 Hour Express, I got that and it worked really well for me, but I wore it overnight. I wore it over 6 hours, because normally it's 6 to 8 hours. But I would wear it over 6 hours just because I wanted the deepest, darkest tan I could get. And then my husband, he didn't really want a dark tan, but he wanted a little bit more color. So what he did was he put it on and left it on for like 2-3 hours and then went and rinsed off. And it was a good color for him. So it's just depending on what you want, what you're looking for. They have so many products. Just go check them out, or go find them in Walgreens. And I'll check in with you guys in the morning to show you what I look like when I rinse all this color guard off and I'm not so pasty like I was in the beginning of this video. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Alright guys, so here is what it looks like after I rinsed it off this morning. So you can see how that color guard washed off and it looks more natural. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this was helpful. Again, this was Bondi Sands Aero Ultra Dark, and my hubby actually uses this too. We both really like this one. I think he likes the 1 Hour Express a little more than this one, but we both do like this. So there you have it. I hope you like it. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I will catch you guys next time. Until then, stay safe, stay blessed, and I love you all. Bye.
It doesn't matter if it's true. I've got a feeling.